People are so wrapped up nowadays in their own world. They're worried about jobs. They're worried about mortgages. They could care less about UFOs and ETs and paranormal events and whatnot. That isn't even on their radar scope.
It has been a general practice of the media to scoff at these kinds of stories, make light of such testimony. We can only ask that you take the time to give some serious consideration not only to our statements, but to the statements of other witnesses out there who have similar incidents. The UFO phenomenon is real, not imaginary.
I don't think there's any potential hostility, except, again, to closed-minded people. We will have our minds expanded. There will be a paradigm shift. Traditional institutions such as religions, governments, other social institutions may indeed be threatened by what is coming. That is just a logical consequence of what is about to occur. But if indeed this earth is being visited by other races, and if those races are, one or more races, are in fact repeatedly monitoring and sometimes tampering with our nuclear weapons, that secret, in our view, should not be kept from the citizens of this planet any longer.
Perhaps you will believe the million feet of film that's been taken above Mexico City and various other. If you think that you're alone in this universe, or the guardians of this universe, you are rudely mistaken.
Took a physical odyssey through the forest of Shabazz with the shamans of the Cherokees. Arrived in Nevada, 10 miles away from NASA. Met the farmer, in which he revealed to me the Ohio crop show was a link to all the star constellations to the 19th galaxy. The metaphysicist that walked the Roswell, New Mexican deserts of Death Valley, with EB, extraterrestrial biological entity, discovering extraordinary memories scattered across ranch land. Suddenly seeing illumination from the seven heavens sunk of the sand of Area 51 and 57. Separate the school kill and reveal the reptilian. I seen the CIA's transform into the species of prey. The savage 7 of the 7 levels of the majestic 12. Melchizedek travel out, travel the twilight zone with Einstein and Nikola Tesla. Walk through the wilderness of Iblis as the flying disc of Ezekiel. The Pope stands upon the podium, becomes a Zeta reticulum, and behold the arrival of
beware the prophecies of the charros, alien spacecraft flying away like sparrows. Study the lost prophetic books of the Bible, parasites for the body, energy, spiritual survival. Flying this scene in Ezekiel 1:3, granting the Kingo a tablet of destinies. Sem Yasi spoke the word of the Bavarian Illuminati. I bring forth harmonics of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Anunnaki planted the seed where I dwell. Ether vortex turbines pulling me to hell. Awareness upon my savannah is omnidimensional. Great species has a common memory complex that is social. Liquid crystal colloidal membranes responding to the spectrum of the universal intelligence matrix. The basis is that extraterrestrials created Christ and have a device that recorded all of Earth's history and can display it in the form of a hologram precise. Construction of synthetic humanoids is among us. You are banned to the land of Nod to face the deafening thunders and the spiritual wonders, because the harvest now is coming. Beware the worldwide ancient tunnel system the government is running. Hectic, verbal slaughterer of the Judeo-Christian ethic.
And the world has turned on its last spin. The coming of 10 to this wicked land. And the world has turned on its last spin. The coming of 10 to this wicked land.
Fled with the 5 led through the European would have been. It seems stone edge connect and bring upon the Anunnaki. The highest Kabbalist mystic chants been Elohim, and looks to the sky for prophecy. Was abducted in Nebraska and taken back to the laboratory. The experiment performed before me. The earthly alien autopsy, psycho, social, biological, and electromagnetic manipulation of human consciousness. The Vulcan walks about the abyss.
The verbal hologram, royal killer like Shaw gods. Speak Babylonian and Hebrew Genesis like the star gods. Blessed by the Biavians like the French theologians. Antichrist is coming in the form of a powerful Roman. Development of age was funded in 1969 for the 7. Injected into 100 million Africans in 77. Cuneiform inscriptions in Western Asia of the Nabu. Dwell in hell, celestial bodies 12 like Kakabu. But I can rob you of your spirit soul like Xenu. Elders in prison, negative paraphysical beings we knew. Function outside the time track that gets Sasani. I chose to be enclosed and I fold souls like origami. Comprehend the theory of reflection like Paramatma. The epic Sanskrit history of the world like Mahabharata. Praise to his divine grace, A.C. Bhagavatam Swami Prabhupada.
Turned on its last spin. The coming of 10 to this wicked land. And the world has turned on its last spin. The coming of 10 land.
If you stood off above the stratosphere and downloaded 7 gigawatts of negative ions into the turbines, would this not disrupt the electromagnetic flow